Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 13 of Questing Mayhem. I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to be able to play. Now my grandmother's sick, so I've been taking care of the phone calls and all the maid housework crap and stuff like that. So, something happens, I'm going to have to go. But until then, let's uh, let's see what we can get done. So I'm having a hard time figuring out how to make this entertaining, due to the sheer grindiness of it. Um, like one crafting process takes 3 days, so I mean it's a little bit overkill. But right now I'm kind of dumping all my power into this. It's pouring out an 80 by 80 by 80 square. Um, I've been cycling through this junk, so it doesn't back up too much. But we're going to pretty much abandon this to work on a couple different crafting things I want to work on and stuff like that. So I made a Well, I did a bunch of the quests. I made a drawer controller slave. I made the highest tier energy cell. I made the vat from Ender.io, and I made the slice and splice. Yeah, the soul binder from Ender.io, and I did a bunch more of the barrel quests. So I got a pretty significant amount of things to do again, to open up and stuff. So we're gonna get that out of the way. Oh, I did the whole Resident Strongbox thing. So here's what we got to open up, and we'll get that out of the way first. And then I got a couple of things quest related and not quest related that I wanna do. We're gonna do the QED crafter device thing. Um, I messed with it once before in survival stories, but I didn't mess with it too much, so I'm a little unsure what it's actually going to do. But um, it opens up 12 quests, so I figured I'd wait till I'm on camera to do it. Wow, diamond legs, cool. A milk florb, conveyor belts. I'm thinking about trying to put these to good use. I was looking into the conveyor belts and the Mine Factory mod, and it doesn't really, as far as this mod pack is concerned, it doesn't seem to really have anything really useful, in my opinion. But um, I do, if mobs will spawn on the conveyor belts, I was thinking about maybe increasing my mob spawner, maybe, because for some reason it doesn't work. Like, I don't know why. They're 9x9s with three things of water, and it's 20 blocks high, give or take, and nothing will spawn there. So I don't know why, but it's whatever. They're too busy spawning and blowing up my base to spawn there. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw this glass away. I don't particularly want it. Same with the gourd garden. The egg can go. We'll keep the milk florb. I don't need it or want it really, but we'll keep a hold of it. So this can go in here. We got like every freaking color of the rainbow. And we can put the milk florb in one of these guys here. There's all my different florbs. And I want to keep a hold of these diamond pants because I might make Terra Steel armor this episode. Actually, that's a pretty strong possibility. Let's go ahead and open up these here chance cubes. Oh, they don't stack. That's interesting. Let's go find a place far, far away from my base and open up these chance cubes. I did level up the scythe once. I gave it sharpness and a modifier. I didn't do much else with that. I even put down a bunch of torches that hopefully would, like, keep mobs from spawning around, so that it would probably so they could spawn more up there, but it's not working. So I don't know why, but I'm imagining it's got to be some vanilla mechanic or something, something just making my life harder. So we're just gonna 2, 3, 4, 5. Giant chance cube? I don't know about that. Okay, I think that one's a dud. Just vein mined all of those. What did it give me? A bow that's about to break. I think it gave me another golden bag, which is awesome. The more of those, the better. And looks like a boat. And 1 block of water. Awesome. All right, let's do the dangerous ones, the really dangerous ones. This probably isn't far enough away from my base, but it'll be fine. I mean, so far the most destructive thing that happened is probably those things in the giant water thingy. You know, another one of these swords. That'll just go right to the trash. Yeah, I guess you could just stay there. I don't really know what to do about that. I do have a silk touch pickaxe in one of these many bags, and I don't know if that's gonna work or not. But I don't think it's gonna do so much damage that it's gonna like damage my base. So let's give it a shot. Wow, the poor pigs. Okay, so silk touch pickaxe does not work. I kinda thought so, but that's no big deal. Okay, so let's go back to our base and ditch a bunch of this stuff. So Terrasteel armor, the QED, and a couple small items I have in mind. Now this does have a. I was looking in the journey maps, and it appears that there are quite a few dimensions. Now, how do I get to these dimensions is a whole other story, but you can see there's like the overworld, the end, the Aether, which I knew the Aether was there, but the dungeons dimension, the last millennium, Iapetus, which is probably a planet, the Outer Lands, Oberon's probably a planet, Titan's probably something outer spacey, but as you can see, like there's a lot, and I'm sure quite a few of them are coming from the space mod, which I want to get into. Like, I don't want to say that. I actually don't want to get into the space mod. Actually, like, one of the reasons I didn't do, Creeper blew up my chickens, so I got a couple stragglers. But, there's actually a lot of things I don't want to do about the space mod, but it's part of this mod pack, and there's a lot of really cool dimensions to check out, so it's kind of exciting. So we're gonna go ahead and go through with it, I guess. So, as far as storage is concerned, one of the things that I'm having a problem with is that I have a bunch of seeds, and they're great, but I don't want, 6 million seeds clogging up on my chest. So I want to see 2048 is the magic number, so gunpowder's getting kind of close. But I don't want this to be, I don't want like 8 million seeds clogging up my inventory. So this thing's awesome. Like, it doesn't do enough power to support that on its own. Actually, all these generators together don't do enough things to support the quarry on its own, but it's kind of cool to have. Well, I'll explain this real quick before we get too into it. Back in the back here, I have a filtered item conduit that's pulling out granite, diorite, andesite, and abyssal stone, and it's voided, so it can get up to 8 stacks of each in there, and it'll void it out. This one here takes out sand and gravel and puts it right into here, and this does its thing, sieves it automatically, and then this gets everything else. I want to eventually automate the sag mill and the furnace with this, but I don't really know how exactly to do that because there's so many things that I'm ore doubling that I don't really want to just get smelted. So, and I set all this up here too. It's just temporary moving stuff around, seeing what works for me. I still haven't done anything with the base in there except for the enchantment hall, so that's something we'll have to look into too. Okay, let's see here. What do I want to do? Seed. There was a seed something. Is this frozen? It is frozen. Great. Perfect timing. I actually just reset the server, so it shouldn't be a long-lasting problem, hopefully. And we're back already. Cool. So here's something called a seed storage. I don't know what that. I'm assuming that it's gonna store a ton of seeds if it's just for seeds. So we're gonna see about making this guy. So it needs a piece of iron, 6. Okay, you can stop being. Okay, that whatever that is, you can stop doing that. So I need 6 planks, a piece of iron, and 2 chests, and we'll see how that does for seed storage. I'm not sure if I have any chests made. More than likely, I do not. So let's do this. We'll do 1, 2. Yeah, I guess that'll be good. And then we'll do this. And I think we're going to go ahead with a dark, because I think that's going to look cool. And some iron. Now, I'm only going to make 1 of these for now, and see how much it stores. But I might make like 3 or 4 of them when the time comes. So now this is going to be all my seed storage, so I guess we can just kind of like butt it up against this. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's really kind of cool. I wonder how many it can hold. Well, let's just start chucking seeds in there and see what happens. I hope it just like keeps piling in there. Like I hope it could just put every seed. Like it's like an unlimited storage for seeds. That would be so cool. Oh no, it does 1 type. Oh, that's so garbage. Oh, that's so garbage. Like, once you get a good seed, why would you even need like a whole thing of them? Like that, like once you get a good one, you can take clippings of it and stuff. What's the point of keeping the old ones? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, that's a disappointment. You know what? Kind of expected it though. Let's just clear out our inventory, get rid of this thing. I'm glad I didn't just go and make like, 10 of them. That would have been a real disappointment. Need something with an open space. Alright. This guy is gonna... I'm just throwing it away. I'm not even humoring it. Sorry guys, I will be right back. It should only be a couple of minutes. Alright, sorry about that. So, where were we? Alright, the seed storage was a bust. That's to be expected. I was kind of thinking if it was agricraft seeds, it would automatically store it, but apparently that is a no. I'm trying to find anything that is nice to store, like, large amounts of items. Like, colossal chests would be fantastic, but that is not in this mod pack, and I don't want to add anything, because when I play somebody else's mod pack, for one, I want to play it as it's intended, and two, I am literally terrified that if I do anything, my computer will explode. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to add anything or ruin the mod pack. So I'm thinking I'm working in pipes and power, maybe. No, I'm working in the Industrial Revolution. So I was shooting through this way, and I did the Observer, I did the Soulbinder, the Crafter, the VAD, so on and so forth. And this thing popped up, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and it says it unlocks 12 quests. So we're going to go ahead and do this, because I think that's going to be exciting. We've got to make 5 Ender Flux Crystals, and it gives us 10 more of them. And then we got to make the Quantum Entanglement Device. So let's see what that entails exactly. So, QED, can I just search it like that? Cool. Alright. So, looks like we need Vibrant Alloy, a Crafter, a bunch of obsidian, and even more obsidian. Some quartz. It shouldn't be too bad. Enderium's gonna be the thing. So let's so yeah, Enderium's gonna be the big catch here. So let's see here. How is this doing on? It's about done. Is it empty? Tell me it's empty. That is not empty. I gotta get that blood out of there because it keeps clogging up the system. So I pretty much need this to get emptied out, so I can go ahead and make Enderium. Enderium is, well, this stuff. Shiny metal, silver, pulverized tin, and then I add liquid ender to it, and it gets the Enderium dust, which I can do it all right in here, and then I don't have to worry about any of that, but it's... I pretty much have that thing constantly going, so... It doesn't... It never has, like, downtime, so I can actually go and do it. So, let's see. Ender... Got a bunch of these, which should be sufficient. So what we're going to do is we go to the Magma Crucible, and we go to this, and we put this as the output. And then this guy has the Fluid Transposer, that's the input. We put this guy here. And we throw... I don't want to overdo it, because I took all that time to turn these into... I can't remelt these. That is weird. That is really weird. I was really expecting to be able to remelt those. Can I remelt them in here? I can. What is it going to give me? 1 bucket. That makes sense. And looks like we got shiny already in there. So if I get silver and tin... Okay, so let's do... Let's do that. And it has plenty of shiny in there. So I need tin and silver. So let's do 24 of those and 48 of these guys. And we'll see how much that gives me. There's nothing that's gonna, melt with, right? So if I do this, and that gets all melted in there, it's gonna give me Enderium. I would assume. Molten Enderium, 55 ingots. I like it. So, how are we going to set this up? I have an idea. And that'll clog that up, so I'll only get ingots over here. Okay, so that'll get that started. Now let's see about the Vibrant Alloy. Vibrant... I have 1. I need 2. So that's redstone, glowstone, and gold. Red... glow... and gold. Now, of course, I don't have 7 of those. I'm only doing 7 because that's how many redstone I had available, like, right off the bat. So, it's nothing like... And if you can, as you can see, I put both these alloy smelters up here, the one I got from the quest reward, because, well, why not, right? That's pretty much my answer to almost everything. Why not? I want to try to keep constant power being fed to everything, because there was at one point my thing, my applied energistics network ran out of power, so I want to try to keep power going, like, as much as possible. You know what? I deserve that. I don't know why, but I deserve that. Alright, so we got Enderium being pumped out over here, which is great. Got the Vibrant Alloy being made, which is also great. What are we missing? I gotta make the crafter. I could steal the one I have over there, but I don't want to do that. So the crafter is a Z-Logic controller, which is 2 Solium, Redstone, Silicon, and a Zombie Head. So, Zombie Head, Solium, which I made a few of these. Redstone, and Silicon. That'll get us our logic processor. This guy. And while that's doing that, we can start putting everything back away again. And we need to make the machine chassis, which I try to work out of these chests because I have them at a low priority. So if I take something out of here, it doesn't go back in here unless I manually put it in. And I do that for a reason, because these things here are very... they're not something I'm going to need very often, if at all. I think that's gonna... is that gonna... I think that did. It's such a pain. Did it go back where it's supposed to? No, it didn't. I figured it didn't. What did that say? You have escaped the wrath of the chance cubes for now. That's cool. All right. Let's grab our various items. Oh. Oh. I just happen to have a couple of squid in my inventory. I don't know why. So that's why I've been kind of like chowing down on squid. Just so happened I had them. Okay. Crafter. So let's just stick with the QED. Be easier to search up. And it looks like iron and a crafting table, which should be pretty easy. I might even have a crafting table sitting in here. That looks like a big old negative. Oh well, we can make one. So crafting table, the chassis, this guy, and iron. Now, of course, I need one more. Should have known. See, I'm thinking about trying to make a much higher tier crafter and see if I can auto craft all of the different ore chunks. But I don't know if there's anything that does that. So I'm a little bit like, it might work, it might not work. Now that's gonna do that, and this is gonna do the lead. Looks like I had a little bit left over, but I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so now to make, I wish that would just stay up there. Like, why does it keep doing that? So I need these things, and I need a bunch of these. So it's obsidian. Obsidian. So let's just do like, I don't even know, I guess as many as I can. I'm not sure how many I need. I can always uncompress them, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's 4, and then just do this and do that, and then grab that, and then it's like this. So I guess we could do like, what, 40 would be probably a good number. And now let's go to quartz. Now I'm assuming I can't make blocks of quartz out of this. Yeah, I figured. Like, that would save me a lot later on. So I'm guessing we'll do, what, 16 of these? I was gonna go get more quartz in between before I shut this episode, but I decided that, you know, I'd be all right, and I think I will be, but it would have been probably a good idea to stock up. Okay, so this is burnt quartz and diamonds with these ender infused things, and that should pretty much get me everything I need then. And see, this is pretty much the entire series. Like, this would be like 40 episodes of me doing this. Like, and I wouldn't even scratch the surface. So like, that's half the reason I'm having a hard time making this entertaining. Once I can get into some of the other dimensions, it'll be cool. But until I actually get to that point, this is what I've been doing. Is that gonna... It's not gonna synchronize that? Like, that's... There we go. And this is going to be... Now, what, I need 5 of these? I think we might actually be right on the money. That worked out fairly well. That's fairly well. That's how I'm gonna put that. So that's gonna give us 10 more of these ender flux thingies. And a reward bag. I think we'll take the middle one. Not that it really matters at this point. I mean, yeah, we can still get stuff that's useful, but yeah, not really. An awesome reward. A 0.03% chance. That's great. Alright, so now we have these guys, and these guys, and if I remember correctly, like, quail-eating ducks. That's cool. If I remember correctly, this powers itself. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna find a spot somewhere to set this up. So I'm thinking if I put this guy right here, and I do I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Quite expensive decoration. That's also true. I'm thinking that if I give this guy like gold ore, it'll do like 3. Wow, this thing's filling up quick. Now let's get rid of all this redstone, I guess. Let's get rid of the coal too. And make some room. Can I not make, like, once they're nuggets they don't go back? Okay, that's interesting. Guess we'll just throw that in there too. Okay, so now how does this work? I'm thinking that if that's full again already? Let's get rid of this too then. That should alleviate some space. And then we're gonna get back to the quail eating duck. I'm actually getting quite a bit of this stuff. And I even using the 10-10-10 seeds at the farm. It's just for mining and junk like that. So let's grab half a stack of gold. Let's do that. Alright, let's go over to here. And I think if we pop that in there, so you have to put coal in there too. But it gives you three gold at a time. So and then it goes according to how many of these things you got. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Now, I don't know if I go and take, like, a bunch more coal, and I try to, like, power all this in there at the same time. I don't think that'll work. But this is an easy, pretty much free way to triple ores. Yeah, see, it stops. The second it gets a second thing of gold. And, like, I can't even, like, do it like that. So I could do a stack at a time, and that's that. but that's like a free ore processor. But that is besides the point. It's actually been quite a while before I've been interrupted, so I'm thinking that we should probably claim our quest and maybe go work on Terra Steel armor before something bad happens. So let's wait, did I already do this? I feel like I already did this. I did already claim the quest. Alright. So this unlocks these guys, which is great, because you know what? I already did them. So these ones scare me. I think I'm gonna take the isohedron. It's actually sleep, so I don't get snuck up on by a creeper. So, I don't know where you guys are from. Like, I don't know who you guys are, or who's watching this, or anything like that. But, if you're looking for a real mild cup of coffee, alright, so make a normal cup of coffee, right? Add about 6 creamers to about 18 to 20 ounces. Yeah, probably 20 ounces. Add about 6 creamers, and add a packet of carnation vanilla breakfast stuff. Like, it is a great idea. It wants me to make 16 of these. Like, that's great and all, but where the heck am I gonna put them? Like, I like this setup. Like, yeah, it might take a little while, but with the allotment of power I have, it's not really bad the way I have it set up. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to do this one. This unlocks 2 quests elsewhere. Nice. Very nice. So it looks like we got everything in this tab pretty much taken care of. Inventory panel I got to before. So let's see what else we unlocked. It says it unlocked 12 quests. I'm going to assume this probably did something in here, because this has been... or not. I was assuming it would probably do something over here, but it appears that nothing unlocked here. So I'm a little confused. I know there's nothing in farming and agricraft or whatever. It says it unlocked 12 quests. There's no way. It didn't unlock 12 quests. Unless it, like, unlocks quests in, like, other tabs that I don't have unlocked yet. That's sad. Alright, off to make Terra Steel armor. So, to make Terra Steel armor, I gotta make Mana Steel armor. And I think, instead of making full-on diamond armor, I think I'm just gonna repair the stuff I have. Simply because, well, it's going to be cheaper in the long run, and it's only going to cost 2 diamonds to repair this, aside from, you know, 24 diamonds to make a new set. And actually, I'm not even sure if I have to do this. I'm not sure if it needs to be completely new, but we're gonna go ahead and assume it does. Okay, let's go make our armor. Yay, fluke scables. It's actually kind of good. I mean, it's not the greatest reward I could ever get, but it's actually kind of good. Now, will that do it with that? No. No, that doesn't matter. I also made the water wheels from Immersive Engineering, and I haven't gave them a place yet, but That's free energy just sitting around, and that's something I should probably take care of. So first thing we need is Mana Steel Armor, which is like this. Um, like that. I don't need boots for this? Did I not need any of that? So just the boots. We're gonna go ahead and I'm sure the mod pack designer wanted it this way, so we'll just go ahead and do it. Okay, so now if we want to make Terra Steel, we need the Mana Steel thing, and then we need different various runes, which I hope I already have, because I don't want to make them. So let's go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to take it as we don't have the runes we need, but we do have the Terra Steel ready, so that is a good thing. So a Terra Steel helmet needs a Rune of Spring. A Rune of Spring takes 3 saplings, fire, water, and wheat. So 3 saplings, fire, water, and wheat. Should have plenty of mana buildup, so it should be okay. Done. No, just kidding. We're gonna try to do them all. Let's see. What do I need for the body? Rune of Summer. If that takes a cake, I swear. Okay, we have one. Good. I'm just hoping I don't need the one that takes a cake, because that's gonna be annoying. Autumn, yeah, and I'm sure the last one's winter, and one of those takes a cake. Air and fire. with leaves and a spider eye. I need leaves. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any leaves just laying around. But I might have a pair of shears. Okay, that'll clear up a little bit of inventory space. Yeah, it's getting dark. Should have probably just slept, but it's fine. It's fine. Why is this not do it? Why is this giving me a hard time? When in doubt, force click it. And I'm pretty sure the last one's going to require a cake, and that's pretty upsetting. Luckily, I have a florb full of milk, so I don't need to go find a cow. Oh man, thought I heard a zombie. Oh, by the way, I do use the needle gun quite often. I think it's really cool. It doesn't have the most amazing DPS, but it does work. So I've just been using this scythe quite a bit more because it's I want to level it up. Rune of Winter, which requires earth, water, cake, and snow. And I don't think I have any snow either. So let's go ahead and make a cake. Now I'm pretty sure I can't, but I'm hoping I could just use the florb, like straight up. But we'll see. And then sugar, I think, is what I'm missing. So get rid of this, and it's what? 2 eggs, a florb, 3 wheat, and sugar, maybe. Uh, oh, it's 3 buckets of milk. Okay. Um, where the heck did the egg go? Okay, so let's find some snow and find a cow. I think that would be it's kind of the goal. Where would I find snow? So there's something wrong with this broom. Like it doesn't. It if I spend too much time on it, you can see it lags. So I usually only use it to cross bodies of water. It's kind of sad because it's a fairly easy um, method of flight. I should. Well, I'm going to. I think between episodes, I think I'm going to use up a bunch of the safari nets I've acquired and grab 2 of each animal. I think I'm going to Noah's Ark it because it's not particularly that I need animal farms. It's just I'm kind of getting a really big supply of safari nets, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a couple cows on hand. Got the achievement of making a cake. 13 episodes in. And I'm hoping I have the other runes, which I should. I made quite a few of them at the beginning, but we'll just have to wing it. Oh, was that the floor? Did I just throw the floor full of milk? Oh well. I mean, I don't know if I did or not. So let's go back to Terra Steel and the Rune of Winter, which requires Earth and Water. I need to find a way to like color code these bags or something. And I want to enchant this, but I only have 20 levels, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do like completely random enchantments, but I want them to be level 30. So, like, I have the most likelihood of getting something, halfway decent. And now it doesn't run off of durability, it runs off of mana. So, like, I'm not going to worry about unbreaking. Like, I'm not going to shoot for unbreaking or anything like that. Actually, I might actually do specific enchantments if I can, because I would rather not get unbreaking, because it's just something that it would be pretty much a waste. As long as I have mana, this stuff will work. Alright. I think I'm going to end the episode here. I think we're at a pretty good spot. We supposedly got 12 quests unlocked, which was a lie, because I have to unlock the other chapters to be able to get the quests unlocked. But we did make the really cool QED crafter thing, which did gate us. There was some things on there we needed to do. And it's pretty much free smelting. I mean, yeah, it costs coal, but I get, ore tripling. So, I'm not arguing the fact. And I'll grind out a bunch more off camera. Hopefully, those items of yours need a little person. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't look like it enchanted them. I don't know what that means. But, yeah. Well, I guess, hopefully we can start going to dimensions next. I might start looking into Galacticraft, but I'm trying to follow, like, the quest book, but, I mean, it's gonna take me 4 or 5 hours to get the resources necessary to make all those generators. And then the amount of time it's gonna take. Like, I'll easily go through 64 stacks of gold blocks making those generators. So, I mean, I don't know, like, well, we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see what happens next.